Hey everyone, welcome back to yet another episode on how we can make our relationships beautiful. So for last 2 days we've been discussing about what are the features of a toxic and an abusive relationship, and tonight we want to talk about 11 ways, 11 small things that you can do and improve the quality of your romantic dating relationship many times. Good to see you. And the voice check, if you're listening to me, I would appreciate if someone can just write in the comment section, how's the audio? Is it good? Is it too loud? Yes, I'll wait. Okay, good to go. Thank you. Awesome. And thank you for joining in. Your presence means a lot. Yes. Okay, enough of what are the toxic things and what are the toxic features, what is abuse. Tonight is a good night. And before I begin sharing with you 11 powerful ways backed by clinical research, 11 things that research says that you can do and make your love life, romantic life beautiful, here is something I want to share with you, which is even more exciting. So there's this research that kind of put a price, translated the value of certain things in life into money. So, for example, one of the research says that the value of a human's life in money is approximately 75 crores in Indian national rupees. So, if you are alive right now as we speak, you already own 75 crores. If you're married, add 1 crore more. If you have healthy FNF, family and friends, you can add 1 crore more. And if you are healthy, you can add 4 CR to this total. And if you just calculate being alive, having a good marriage or a dating or a love life, having healthy friends and family, and having good health, the total is almost 80 CR. So if you're alive, you have good friends and family, you are in a romantic, beautiful, dating, loving relationship, you are a millionaire already. And it's sad how many times, I see people taking their life, their friends and family, their health, their dating life for granted, and they feel that they have nothing in life, even financially. Okay, this is interesting. And yes, welcome everyone. All right, so the first thing that you can do to improve the quality of your relationship is you, along with your partner, should try new, exciting things. So I'll give you an example. For example, I remember a time when I was dating, and every weekend we would go watch a movie, late night movie, the last show. It was really exciting, I would wait for the weekend and we would go watch the last 9 to 12. And it was really nice. Now, this is exciting. This is better than not doing anything else. But what is more exciting is, like, if this weekend you're going for a movie, next weekend you go for a drive, next weekend maybe you cook together. So you're doing new things, you're adding a lot of variety, and you make sure that these things are exciting. So the more new, exciting things you do together, it's going to make your relationship more beautiful. And the list can be endless. You could be doing a podcast together. You could be reading a book together. You could be writing a book together. You could simply go for a walk every morning or every evening. Or maybe you could just sit back and watch a movie together. or listen to a song, or just sit down and look into each other's eyes and, well, feel love. So, this is number one. If you just start doing this, you will feel a lot more beauty and joy in your love life. Number two, a good practice could be every evening when you are about to, sing good night to each other, you share the best event of the day that happened to you. And you encourage your partner to share the best of her day with you. So you kind of sign off every night while sharing and while hearing the best of life that happened that very day. And it's gonna add a lot of joy and the quality of your sleep, everything. You're gonna sleep, e- enter sleep in a positive state of mind. And if you're sleeping together, if you're living together, the night is going to be much more beautiful. Number three, watch when you talk to your partner, or when you talk about your partner, or when you talk about your relationship. The language is not I, me. The language is we, us. So this shift from using I, me, mine to we, us, our will strengthen the bond that you share, will make it more and more beautiful. This is a very gentle shift, but it changes the flavor of your relationship completely. Language is extremely powerful, right? And well, you can ask me questions about it if you have any. I would be happy to give more examples should you need. The next one is, focus on what is good in your partner, what qualities your partner has, positive qualities your partner has, and amplify those qualities, highlight them. When you talk to others, tell people about the good, great, beautiful qualities of your partner. And when you talk to your partner, again, bring in conversations, and tell your partner, look, you are really amazing at this. The way you dress up, it's really gorgeous. It's amazing. The way you talk, the way you bring ideas to the conversation, it's amazing. So highlighting the positive and amplifying it. It's like, s- if your partner is great, you say even greater, add a bit more, encourage him a bit more. And if you do this, it's going to, you'll see a lot of positivity in your relationship. And at the same time, while you cherish the good qualities and traits in your partner, you trash and ignore the negative qualities of your partner, which means, like, maybe, we all have flaws. And when you look at your partner, instead of highlighting the flaws, just ignore them and trash them. Do not talk about them to your friends, or do not even bring them up during the conversation with your partner. And just highlight the positive. So cherish the positive, trash and ignore the negative. So we are at number four, and number five is, there are two things. Number one is appreciation, and number two is gratitude. Let's say I'm in a relationship, a beautiful relationship, and appreciation means I consciously try to find ways, new things about our relationship that are really beautiful, and I appreciate those new beautiful things. For example, I might say, well, my relationship, my bond is such that it inspires me to think of new things, maybe to do this podcast. Well, I'm able to talk about love and relationship because, the foundation of all this is a beautiful relationship that I have in my own life. So my relationship inspires me. Maybe another thing about my relationship is that, no matter how bad my day is, I know that I can come back to my relationship and feel relaxed and peaceful. So my relationship is this thing. So I appreciate various aspects of my relationship. And while I'm appreciating the relationship I have in my life, the good things, the good features of the relationship, I extend and express gratitude. Thank you to my partner, to my loved one. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for making this life so beautiful. I thank you. Thank you very much. The more you thank, the lesser it is. So appreciate what you share, find new things about your relationship, and appreciate them. Oh, well, I didn't know that we have this thing as well, and say thank you. Express gratitude to your partner, right? The next one, we have questions. We'll take them after we do the 11 things. Uh, Kindness. Express kindness to your partner in different ways. And kindness can be small little things. And so there was a research that was done. It said if you do 10 acts of kindness towards your partner in a week, it's going to massively improve the quality of your romantic relationship. So kindness can be a small thing like, my partner makes me a cup of tea. And this is an act of kindness. So every morning when I wake up, my partner makes me a beautiful, hot, warm cup of tea, and I get it in my bed. Oh, beautiful. My partner is so kind enough to wake up and do it for me. Now, if my partner is doing it every day, it's great. However, the impact is way more powerful if today my partner is giving me a cup of tea, tomorrow morning, maybe my partner wakes me up with a nice warm hug. Day after, my partner maybe is has a small some surprise for me. So you vary your acts of kindness. Shower praise, maybe cook something that is your partner's favorite. So these are all acts of kindness, because whenever I spend time doing something for my partner, I'm taking that time out of my life and devoting it for someone else. This is kindness. And so if you do express kindness and vary it again, it's going to really have a positive impact on your romantic relationship. All right. Again, the next one is like you have to make conscious effort to notice new good things about your partner. Now, what happens if you've been in a relationship for a long, long time, like a decade, 2 decades, 3 decades, or even like a year or 2 years? We tend to get this feeling that I know everything about my partner. So we start taking our partner for granted. However, that's never true. you know I can spend my entire life with myself, and if I'm aware, alert, and conscious, and if I try, I can continue to discover new things about myself. And the same holds true for my partner. The only thing you need to do is make conscious effort to look for what else is there in my partner, in my date. Oh, she sings. I didn't know this. Oh, she's a great dancer. Oh, she always wanted to go hike. So keep discovering new things and new positive things, highlight them. And if you feel that there is something you can add on or support any of those things, to that, and you'll feel amazing things happening. All right. Number 8, fight right. If you're in a relationship, it's natural, obvious. At times, you will have conversations that kind of sound like a argument, and that's okay. The important thing is to always be aware that no matter what my partner is saying right now or expressing right now, the intent of my partner towards me is always love, right? And my partner never can ever mean any harm to me. And if you hold this awareness, this thought in your mind while you're having an argument, you know, first, the argument won't sustain if both the partners know clearly that my partner means no harm to me. My partner is saying whatever is saying or expressing whatever my partner is expressing is out of concern. The argument will die very quickly. And, well, nothing is more beautiful than arguments ending quickly so that you can base in more love. Ninth, so it's good if you are open and flexible to new ideas, experimentation. So let's say I'm vegetarian and my partner is not, and I just trash the idea of non-vegetarian food every single time. I hate the idea of going to a non-vegetarian restaurant, and I say, well, not in my life. This is not happening. That's me. That's how I am. This is how a fixed, non flexible, and closed person sounds. And research says if someone is fixed, closed, and not flexible, such a person is 38% more likely to find problems in his or her relationship. So, a good thing to do is that you are open, you're flexible, and you're willing to experiment, step out of your comfort zone, and go flow with your partner. And when you do that, you will bond stronger, bond deeper, and you will actually have some new energy in your relationship. Anyways, being fixed, being closed doesn't help in other areas of life as well. All right. Number 10, I always encourage all my clients that have a journal, maintain a journal. However, if you really want to improve your relationship, a good thing you can do is maintain a love journal where every night you write a page or 2 pages expressing your love for your partner, highlighting the positive traits of your partner. And if you do it, make it a habit that every night you jot down a page or a paragraph, maybe expressing your love for your partner, highlighting positive qualities of your partner, some magic will definitely happen, right? And number 11, finally, is apologize right. So if you, apologies are great. It's great to say sorry. It's great to own up the blame, and it is important that you apologize right, which means whenever you say I'm sorry, you also add that I promise I will change my behavior. And more important than that is that you actually change. A lot of the times, it happens that we keep saying sorry for the same thing, we keep repeating the same behavior, and we keep repeating sorry. And because of which, what happens is, the trust takes a hit. Our words kind of they lose value. So it's extremely important. You apologize, you say I'm sorry, and you say I promise this will change, and you make sure you change it. So these are the 11 things that if you do start doing right now, the quality of your romantic relationship will change completely. And if there are really serious things you are struggling in your relationship, then you might need a deeper examination of your relationship. And I recommend you visit a licensed coach or someone who is in this field and take an opinion. It certainly will help. Okay, So these are the 11 things. And now let's take a look at some of the questions we have. Okay, what Sonam is asking, what's the most important factor that contributes to a happy relationship? My understanding is if I'm happy, if my partner is happy, our relationship is going to be happier, the happiest, whatever you want to call. So, individual happiness, I think, is the biggest factor leading to a happy relationship. Okay, so we have a question. What if you see your partner not inspired in life, impacting your relationship? What can be done by the other person? A relationship between two people, if one person is not inspired, however, if the other person is inspired, it is contagious. Usually, if you are looking at your partner not inspired, it's an indication that you're not inspired as well. Because if you are in a relationship, your state is going to be your partner's state. If you're disconnected, maybe you're inspired, your partner is not. But if you're connected, so what you can do is you can actually take charge of your life and do things that your partner finds inspiring, and it will naturally trigger your partner into doing things and feeling inspired. Okay, next question. Do you think that partners should follow some rituals to renew their expression of affection? Well, like I said, writing a love journal is one ritual we can do to improve or renew the expression of affection. And the first point, do new things, do different things, and do them together, things that are exciting, that not naturally renew the relationship. So the expression will automatically change when you're doing something exciting. So let's say you're doing rafting together, and you are sitting in the same boat, and you look at each other because you're already in the middle of so much, you know, excitement, that when you look at your partner, you'll naturally look at your partner with excitement. Right. Okay. Next question. Do you think one can trigger no so good side of your partner, not so good side of your partner unknowingly? If yes, what can be done to correct it? Hmm. First of all, I think your partner should own the responsibility, take responsibility of the not so good side. Always remember that no matter the relationship, it's two individuals. And if they are not willing to take ownership of what they're going through, what they're feeling, their happiness, it's going to be toxic and abusive and ugly. So, and at the same time, you're not responsible in a way for what your partner is feeling, the the negative side of your partner, or your partner being uninspired. It's not your responsibility. So you cannot really trigger it in your partner. If your partner is triggered, that's your partner's responsibility, not yours. And of course, if there are certain things that your partner expresses that I do not like this tonality that you have, and you agree with your partner, well, you can work on your tonality. But it has to be clearly understood that under no circumstances are you ever responsible for the emotional state, for the happiness of your partner. You can add to your partner's happiness, you can add to the positivity in your partner, but you cannot take it away from your partner. That's your partner's responsibility. I hope that helps. Cool, cool, guys. So, this is it for the night. I plan to do a long full day session on the art and science of love, perhaps in coming weeks, maybe some Sunday, where we have our tea and we have We have a nice, group of friends together, and we talk about the art and love and science of relationships in detail. I really enjoyed this session. We are already 25 minutes into it. I hope you enjoyed it too. And if you find some value, please share it with your friends. And if you have some ideas how we can make this live stream more engaging, more interesting, more useful, well, I would appreciate. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being with me tonight. And see you. Bye bye.